ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad to see you on our liberlandrailwayscorporate YouTube channel. My name is denysyuzhhakov. I'm founder of this project. And today, let me continue introducing you with BASF company history. It's one of our members of our railway, and today I will be happy to study, to know together with you about the next period of the development of company development from 1925 to 1944. It's let's say pre-war period and or war period within Second World War. So let's take a look at my screen to study what happened, how with this company, and how did they develop their business and at this not easy period of time. Let's go. So the period 1925-1944, BASF built on its expertise on Haber-Bosch process and develops additional areas to apply high pressure technology, the hydrogenation of coal to generate synthetic fuel and production of synthetic rubber or Buna. It does so with the structure of IG Farbenindustrie AG, formed by the merger of BASF and 5 other major chemical companies in 1925. So you see, at this period, they have integrated with some smaller companies, some smaller chemical companies to develop their business. So they were merging and eating. So this monster has been eating smaller companies in these areas, smaller competitors. So in 1925, ongoing political unrest, reparation obligations, dismantling of factories, coal shortages, transportation problems, the French occupation of the left bank of the Rhine River, and the establishment of a customs border on the Rhine still hint economic recovery at BASF. Representatives of major chemical companies meet to discuss strengthening their loose cooperation, which had started in 1960. They agreed to jointly carry out the necessary streamlining of production and sales. In this way, the IG Farben Aktiengesellschaft or IG Farben originates in 1925 through BASF's merger with 5 other companies, including Hoechst and Bayer. The registered office on the company relocated to Frankfurt, also in Germany, and the factories in Ludwigshafen and Oppau form the main part of the Upper Rhine Works Group, one of 2 original operating units of IG Farben. Next very interesting milestone is work with such product as nitrophosphate. with nitrophosphate, the world's first homogeneous compound fertilizer, enters market. So BASF enters market with new product. Gasoline from coal in 1913, Friedrich Bargus, a chemist in Hanover, had already succeeded in obtaining liquid reaction products from coal under pressure. Under pressure using hydrogen. BASF chemist Matthias Peer picks up on this idea and soon finds a way to apply the process on individual scale. In 1927, the first tank car of gasoline derived from coal leaves the lunar site near Marsburg, Germany. Next milestone is 1928. So, under the future head of research, Walter Riep, researchers start examining catalytic reactions of acetylene under pressure in 1928. These operations are known as Riep chemistry and allow the formation of numerous organic compounds and intermediates from simple building blocks. Acetylene chemistry is also one of the most important prerequisites for the development of plastics. In the severe winter of 1928 and 1929, IG Farben introduces the first antifreeze for cars, glyxantine, which called glyxantine, which was represented on the market. The next milestone is 1929. The new age of plastics begins with the synthesis of styrene in 1929. Over the following years at Ludwigshafen and power sites, which now employ at that period more than 24,000 people, extensive work begins in the new field of chemistry and physics. This period started, let's say, it's a certain period with a new product or new product range called polymers. A number of these compounds will be developed for the large-scale production of plastics. Polymeric acrylic compounds in 1929, polystyrene in 1930, polyvinyl chloride in 1931, and polysorbitylene in 1931. Also, it's not at all. We can continue this list. It was polyvinyl ether in 1934 and polyethylene in 1937. After the New York stock market crash, the short-term foreign loans with which the economic reconstruction has been funded are recalled from Germany. The resultant deteriorating economic situation, accompanied by mass unemployment and poverty, contributes to political instability of the Weimar Republic and ultimately paves the way to power for the Nazis. In 1931, Haber-Bosch and Friedrich Bargus received the Nobel Prize for the development of high-pressure technology used to synthesize ammonia. Here you can see map is not very good resolution. And also to synthesize not ammonia only, but also to hydrogenate coal. They got Nobel Prize for hydrogenation of the coal. Correct adhesive is launched onto the market and revolutionizes the wood processing industry. It paves the way for clipboard and thus opens up new possibilities in wood processing. Next milestone is 1933. Maybe it's good, not good milestone for Germany. You see, Adolf Hitler is appointed Chancellor of Germany on January 30 in 1933. Over the following months, the Nazi Party takes control of social policy and opinion-forming organs and the individual sides of IG Farben. National Socialist ideology also shapes day-to-day operations in Ludwigshafen and Opal. The works library is cleansed, the company newspaper is reorganized, and on May 1st, all employees take part in German Labor Day parades. Military-style roll calls become part of the daily routine at the sites. When labor unions are banned, both employers, factory leaders, and employees or followers are enrolled in the German labor front. In the following years, the developments of even leave IG Farben entangled with the Nazis. So from this period, we see the company has not or had not good period of their development. But I don't think it's BASF only. It could be such scenario could be with a lot of another German companies. But nevertheless, here we are studying history and studying milestones of the company, of one of the huge companies in the world. So in 1931, Pano, a perennial favorite and in all-rounder in the BASF product range, is patented during this year. Here the production of polysorbitylene is still discontinuous in the pot process. We see it was until 1938. And we can see finally next milestone is 1934. The expertise from different areas of work, is ideally combined into a new groundbreaking development, the magnetic audio tape. Actually, a very important milestone because BASF was one of leaders of production of this tape used in audio cassettes. I think a lot of people know, who's watching us, know or what, where has been used the audio cassettes, and all we listen to music or our records in tape recorders in our, especially in our youth, recorded on the tape. So, since 1924, extremely fine carbonyl iron powder has been produced in Ludwigshafen to make induction coils for telephone cables. The ability to produce extremely fine dispersions originates from the experience of making dyes, and finally the new plastics activities lend themselves to develop a suitable carrier medium in the form of film. In 1932, AEG and IG Farben had agreed to work together to produce a magnetic recording device, then called magnetophone. The first 50,000 meters of magnetic tape are supplied in this year, in 1934. Let's take a look at the magnetophone, or the tape recorder. Of course, this tape was made by BASF. So in 1936, Buna, the synthetic rubber, is presented in public for the first time. The cornerstone of the first Buna factory of IG Farben is laid in Skopau in Germany. In 1939, with the start of Second World War, in September 1939, Germany shifts to a war economy. IG Farben is also embedded in the self-sufficiency and compulsory system with its synthetic products, especially nitrogen, rubber, and gasoline. During the war, many male employees are conscripted for military service. They are replaced by females, drafted for work, prisoners of war, and forced laborers, especially from occupied countries in Eastern Europe. Moreover, concentration camp inmates are put to work at IG Farben's Buna plant and Auschwitz, Poland. Commissioned by order of the German Army High Command in 1940. Next milestone is 1940, is the wartime, the military time. In June, the first air strikes by elite bombers on factories in Ludwigshafen and Dachau begin. The attacks do not yet have a serious impact on production. So first bombardment was not so damageable. We can see the factory is working. It's not damaged so much, and of course they continue working. They have continued working under the bombardments. In 1941, IG Farben third Buna plant is built at the Ludwigshafen site according to the three-step process developed by Walter Reed. It connects the factories in Ludwigshafen and Dachau, which have been distant from each other until now. And we can see this picture in 1943. So we can see destroyed abandoned tram, abandoned factory. Ludwigshafen is the target of massive air raids from 1933 to 1944. More and more plants are hit. Production drops dramatically as of mid-1944 and comes to a virtual halt by the end of that year. So you see, the war is ongoing, and of course, if country lives in military economy, of course, it could be destroyed, especially if this factory is very important for weapons production. So it is really important for the economy. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next part is the period after war, from 1945. But I think in 1945, you know, there was still war, but company decided to include this year to another period from 1945 up to 1964. It is post-war period. And let me welcome you, let me invite you to the next our series, to the next our video about BASF company history after war reconstruction, and after war production, and after war business. Will be very interested to know how they renovated their business within this period. And at the moment, let me thank you for the watching this video. Let me thank you for being with us. Thank you for your subscription. Please subscribe and not to miss new information on our Liberland Railways Corporate YouTube channel. So bye for now.